Hello, welcome to another episode. Salut à tout le monde. Welcome. I want to appreciate you guys for everything you do. Today we're going to be talking about Cameroon as we have been talking about this great nation for a long time now. In the hands of the oppressors, Paul Biya and his accomplice. What's next for Cameroon? What's next for Cameroon? After all these fraudulent atrocities committed by Paul Biya and his regime, what's next for Cameroon? Our president-elect, the leader of the revolution movement, he issued a 48 hours ultimatum on Sunday, and today is Tuesday. This evening, that ultimatum expires. So what's next for our great nation? What is going to happen after that or this ultimatum expires? Like I told you in the video I published or uploaded yesterday, I said that we have to be ready because that 48 hours was for us as Cameroonians to prepare for what's next, because they have not released every single protester that they arrested during their protests. And you know, news came out yesterday that Atanganji Paul, ordered the release of 60 protesters in Ngaoundéré. That 60 protesters is not even 1/4 of the total number of protesters that were arrested by this regime during the post-election drama. And the protest was not, just empty protest. The protest was against the regime fraud and stealing of the election. We said no, and we continue to say no to that. And the 60 people that were released is a good thing, but that was not what the ultimatum was all about, because I saw a lot of people publishing that, saying, oh, Atanganji Paul have listened to Issa Tchiroma. No, he did not. If he listened, he would have released every single Cameroonian they unlawfully arrested after the election. They're trying to make us all become civilian militant, but we are not going to do that, because we know that it is against our constitution to unlawfully arrest the citizens of the nation, which means there is no legal basis of arresting these or those people they arrested after the election. There's no constitutional ground for that. So the unconditional release was not respected. And this is Tuesday. We're entering towards the end of the day very soon in Cameroon, and nothing yet. So what are we expecting after this ultimatum? I expect our president, or the leader of the revolutionary movement, the movement of change in Cameroon, is going to issue a statement, a strong statement on what's next for our future and what actions we should be ready to take, or what action we should take for our liberation. And I'm suspecting that will include marching to Yaoundé and making sure that Yaoundé feels the heat of this revolution, and they will not be able to blow it down. Because mind you, if about 3 million Cameroonians are marching to Yaoundé, what would the military do? How many military personnel do we have in Cameroon? I don't think they're up to 1 million. Nope. So they are not ready for what is coming. But I want to urge the Cameroonian people. The president-elect Issa Tchiroma Bakary is taking his strength from the people. He's drawing strength from the people. And you know why a lot of leaders in the past have not stood for the people of Cameroon. That should not repeat itself, please, my people, because people felt, or the leaders in the past felt like, if they stand up for the people of Cameroon, the people of Cameroon will leave them halfway, abandon them stranded in the middle of nowhere, and it will give the regime all the right and all the power to overpower them because they don't have the people on their side. But with the people, it is a different equation. That is why Issa Tchiroma is counting on every single Cameroonian to stand forward and stand firm, because this change that he's fighting for is not his change. It is our change, because we know what we have been going through in the hands of this regime for about 43 years. And we don't want this thing to continue like this, because it keeps on giving us depression, and sometimes it can give you sustain this amount of oppression. And when that oppression leads to depression, it becomes something uncontrollable, and we don't want that to continue. Our people have been suffering for too long, and these people don't even feel the pain that we feel every day, seeing your brother and sister suffering. And you imagine the amount of natural resources that the country possesses, and the people who are enjoying that money of the country is the CBDM party and all the people that are accomplices to this regime. And anybody who speaks against the regime gets oppressed and suppressed. And at the end of the day, they try to get rid of that person's voice to make sure that person have no credibility. You remember they did this to Ni John Frundi, and may he so rest in perfect peace. And the next thing was Maurice Kamto. Maurice Kamto stood up and said to the Cameroonian people, my people, I won the election in 2018, but he did not have a lot of backing. And what happened? It was only the people in the West region that was ready to back him. And what did the regime do? At the end of the day, they focused on the Western region, and they said, oh, it's the Bamileke fight. And when it gets to the point where the regime is going to label a certain group of people and say, oh, is this minority group that is trying to create havoc, they're going to try to suppress that group. So we cannot let the regime try to label this change, the wind of change, as, oh, it's only from the north. It's the northerners that are trying to create chaos. No, it is the entire country. We want change, and we demand change right now. Now it's time for every single Cameroonian to stand up and rise up, for their rights have been violated by these so-called leaders, and suppressing the people, making sure the people have no say-so in the affairs that governs the nation. And everything is all about corruption, embezzlement, and he don't even live in the country most of the time. How many times do you even see the head of state, the so-called head of state in the nation? And how many times does he address the nation? Except for 11 February and so-called 20 May. Even sometimes he don't even address the nation live. Sometimes it is rebroadcast. And the CRO-TV, another movement of the CBDM party, will rebroadcast that speech, and they're going to put live. Oh my goodness, terrible people, terrible. But we cannot let these people continue to misuse and mistreat the Cameroonian people, because we know what we have. But nothing is going to happen if the Cameroonian people are not ready to start taking action. You have to know that you have what it takes to get the regime out of Yaoundé, because if you don't stand up with bravery and courage, this regime is going to continue to suppress each and every one of us. You can even see that the military personnel, the men and women in the army, they understand that they cannot do anything to this movement. But the only people who can kill the movement is the Cameroonian people. Are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to march forward? Or you're ready to fold your hands and let this regime take over like they always do, to oppress us and suppress us like they always do? Because if you give them the power, they're just going to continue pressing that button. You know, they've pressed that button until we cannot take it anymore. How far and how long do you want this regime to go? Continue, oppressing and suppressing you. You want to die? People have died. They've lost their life because of this regime. And we don't want that to continue. So it is enough, and enough is enough. We can't let the regime continue to do this. We have had it. We have had it. Enough is enough. We can't take it anymore. And I'm urging my Cameroonian people, tout le monde, everybody, from the east to the west, north to the south, let's all come together as one and listen to our revolutionary leader, Issa Tchiroma Bakary. That's the only way that we're going to change. If we don't listen to one voice and move towards that direction, there is no way that we're going to change, and which means we are not serious about change. It's easy to just talk about it, but it's hard to do it. So are we ready to do it? Do we have the balls to move forward? That's what we got to be thinking right now. We cannot just be talking about it all the time, but we have to act towards that, that vision that we have, that idea that we have, that, dream that we have about Cameroon, seeing our country, seeing everybody, benefit on what it means or it takes to be a Cameroonian. But in order for us to get to that level, we have to suffer first. We have to make sure that this regime is out of it to the out. Because they keep taking our peace away. They keep taking our joy away. They keep making us stranded. They keep making us frustrated. We cannot continue. We cannot let them do this to us anymore. Enough is enough. So I want to encourage each and every one of you, let's stand up. And we don't want so many voices. People are going to be saying this, the other people are saying that, the other people are saying that. No, the only voice we need right now is Issa Tchiroma Bakary. And if they were to, take him into custody or lock him up in prison in Kondenge, we are going to still rise up, because this change is bigger than Issa Tchiroma Bakary. It is bigger than me. It is bigger than you. This change is for our nation. So we have to come as the Cameroonian people to tell the regime, it's not the North fight. No, it's not the Anglophone fight. No, it's not the Bamileke fight. No, it's not the people from Muri fight. No, it is the people of Cameroon fight. Every single Cameroonian, if you kill one, you're going to kill all, because we are going to come for you. We're going to come for each and every one of you in it today. Yaoundé, you are going to feel the heat. You will feel the heat. We are coming. The Cameroonian people are coming. There is nothing that the military can do about it, because at the end of the day, they are brothers and sisters. And if they want to open fire at 30 million Cameroonians, oh my goodness, you're going to be at the mercy of the Cameroonian people. And what knows what will happen to you if you don't put that gun down. Let's rise up. Let's stand. Change is here. Allez, allez, tout le monde. Let's go. It's time for change. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Au revoir. Bye-bye.